Previously on The Plot Thickens.
He's mostly not a necromancer, but he knows enough stuff. You know, he's mostly an evocation guy, so it's really just illusion stuff that he's not good at. But the necromancy stuff, yeah, he gave me a couple tips, and I think with the right potion, we could have you, Yeah,
no, I mean, I think it's a terrible idea, and I don't trust that you'll be successful at all, but I've just gotten to this point of desperation where, you know, I'm just willing to try anything, you know?
Well, I really appreciate you taking a shot on me then.
Marlene,
like it.
I'm concerned for you now that somebody knew you from somewhere and they were in the back tunnels. This is, perilous at best.
I think we're fine. I mean, Scrag just described all of them, so I don't think any of them had like a teleportation spell or anything to whisk out. That's why I shook to one book I saw.
Sorry, what?
Soon.
You did what to it?
I shook. Well, I didn't. Technically, Susie did, but...
What does that mean? What is that arm gesture?
That shook.
Chunk.
Or shook.
Yes, chunk.
I shook it in half. You never heard that before?
Was there an enormous release of energy, or...?
I just figured if you cut the book in half, then they can't do any of the spells.
Did you ever
I did a nice clean cut, too. Nice clean cut right through the binding.
Actually, I think that might be worse.
Yeah,
because then you have 2 books of half spells.
Oh no, and they are halflings.
Halflings.
I don't know if it works that way.
Halflings. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there,
Did the
Steve.
hands again!
I can't live in this limbo. One way or another, we gotta go. We gotta do this thing.
It's the pact. And if we kill you now, then the 3 of us don't get killed because that good-for-nothing halfling made it down to level 169, right?
Right.
Halfling.
Halfling.
The hands. It's the hand. Now the trip are getting in on it, and I just don't know what to think anymore.
I'm practicing.
Okay, Steve, are you ready?
Let me be your scapegoat. I'm ready.
Okay. I think this is gonna work. I feel really good about this. I've done a lot of good killing today, and I think this will be just fine, all right? So here we go. Just gonna do one big shunk.
All right.
Any last words?
If it works,
I don't want to hear them.
shunk.
All right. Okay, Scrag, I'll bring him back.
Okay,
I'll bring him back.
Homina, requiet, hoy, 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 in the middle, with a cappuccino. These are weird. And go!
Hello and welcome to the next episode of Wasting All the Time, Plot Thickens. My name is Dave, and I am joined by my 3 cohorts, Cody.
It's me!
Jess.
That's the second one. That's me.
And John. Actually, that was the first one. It's you.
Bringing up the rear, as always.
Wait, no, because Cody was the first, and then I was the second.
Cody was the first I mentioned, but you were the first Jess that I mentioned.
John said the
I
rear.
am not. This is not jury duty.
It's a good show, though.
Just
if you
said
haven't
duty.
seen it. I enjoyed it. It's on Amazon Prime.
My brain's too
Hashtag
slow
not sponsored.
for this
Hashtag
today.
I wish we were.
We're sponsored by our patrons. Thank you.
Even
I'm
better than being
sponsored.
sponsored by Amazon.
Way better.
I say unto the...
So we return to our Henchdividuals, our scrappy band of dungeon maintenance workers, cleanup crew in the evil bad guy's lair. Last we saw them, Steve was murdered for his transgressions, specifically having made an illicit copy of a map of a confidential area within the dungeon because he kept getting lost. And that's a big no-no. And now there may be adventurers loose in the dungeon in areas that they should not be in. Perhaps aided by this illicit map. Who knows? Steve was killed. Scrag was going to bring him back from the dead. That was the plan. Marlene dealt the death blow. Artie
Double death blow.
Probably lifted his shrimp brows in reaction. And
Shock.
let's find out what happens next on The Plot Thickens. Wow. It's awful dark in here, Scrag. Where'd everybody else go?
Oh, yeah, that's because you lost your dark vision. Because you're not an animated skeleton anymore.
I'm not? I'm a
No.
stationary skeleton?
Well, you're still animated. You're just not a skeleton.
Oh. How does that work, like, structurally?
Well, you've got a skeleton on the inside, but
Oh,
now
thank
you've
God.
got other stuff on the outside. And I think you've got some other stuff that's like technically inside your skeleton, but not part of your skeleton.
Huh. Oh! Oh! Hey! Oh!
That's just your
I've
hand.
got a butt.
Yeah,
I've got a hand, and it's on my butt.
yep,
And it's my hand, and it's my butt.
yes.
Scrag. Did it work?
I mean, you're alive.
Okay. The setting is distinctly between worlds looking. What's the deal with that? It's like a large fabric looking cave or something. I don't know.
Yeah, this is one of the beds in the the barracks. You've never been here because you didn't need to sleep before.
Right. I mean, I'd try. Like, I would sometimes at parties, I would like kick back on the couch, and I could never get my eyes to look like they were closed. They would just glow red.
Right,
You
yeah.
But I would pretend to sleep as a party trick.
Right, yeah. No, now you have to actually sleep. Sorry. You have to find a
Ah,
different party
What?
trick.
How do I do that?
Well, you just go to sleep. Like you have eyes now that you can close. And when you're tired, you close your eyes. And eventually, as long as you're not like super anxious about things, you'll fall
Huh?
asleep.
Okay. All right. Are those horns?
On your
I've
forehead? Yeah,
I've
I
got
mean,
a Triceratops skull.
yeah. That's the helmet we made you.
All right. It's heavy.
I imagine it would be.
Yeah, that's real heavy.
Yeah.
Scrag, that might be too heavy.
Too heavy?
I think that's too heavy.
Okay.
Does it look good though?
It does look really cool.
Okay. I might try to keep it because it looks cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I can work on it. Maybe we could make something that it connects to like a back brace of some kind and
Okay.
and something like that.
How long was I out for?
Oh, it's been the casting time is usually about an hour for a resurrection spell, and then followed by some time for the organs and stuff to grow back. Which sometimes it's instant, other times it's not instant. Yours was not instant, and so it's been like a month.
In what way?
In the way that it's been about 30 days.
Oh, wow. Okay. 30. Oh, no. That uses up all my sick leave.
Yeah, technically you missed payday too.
Oh, no. All right, so much to catch up on. Like, I can't wait to hear about all the events that's been going on. Where's the rest of the crew?
Oh, well, Artie, he got promoted to one of the other levels, but he still comes back to lord it over us occasionally. So he'll be here soon, because it's almost his lunch break. And Marlene, she's still here. I think she went to get a taco.
Oh,
She does like those tacos. Well, like I guess things have really changed over the past period of time that's like 30 days.
Yeah, about a month.
How much in a scale of, I don't know, we'll define the scale later. How much trouble am I in?
Oh, you're in a lot of trouble. Lots of trouble.
Oh,
But the good news is it's Steve the animated skeleton who is in trouble. And we killed him. And now you're just Steve. The guy.
just Steve the guy.
Yeah. Steve the guy's not in trouble. He's also not technically employed by the dungeon though.
Hey, loophole. Wait.
So
Loophole?
actually, I was going to ease into this, but as soon as you can, if you could fill out this application.
Is there a vacancy?
Yeah. Yeah, we just lost a guy named Steve.
Oh, dang. All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I'll do that. I'll do that right away for sure.
Craig,
Hi,
they
Marlene.
didn't have sandwiches again. They just had tacos.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Tacos.
Yeah.
I always forget. It's hard to remember. My dad here.
Yeah, no, the days all kind of blend together when you're used to
I just had 30 of them all kind of go at once.
Oh, he's awake.
Yeah, Steve's awake. It worked. Kinda.
Congratulations. It did. It seemed to work.
Yeah, thanks, Marlene. I really appreciate that. When you killed me, it worked.
Well, good. I don't know what you're saying. I've never met you before in my life.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was Steve the animated skeleton that she killed.
Yeah,
You're
I
Steve
killed
the guy.
Thickens.
This is
Yeah,
going
you're
to be
just a guy.
impossible for me to maintain.
Well, I mean, I guess you could stop eating and sleeping, drinking, and you'll eventually become a corpse again, but you probably won't be one that gets reanimated. That's your choice.
Drinking? I didn't even consider I could be drinking. I couldn't even do that as a trick before.
Yeah, it would all just kind of run
It would just
all
go right
over.
through. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, immediately.
Well, here, because it wasn't sandwiches, they always give you extra tacos. So have a taco.
Oh, wow, thank you.
There's anything you want a taco about.
This taco has warmth.
They always did.
I didn't know. I didn't even know that.
Okay. First off, Steve. Everybody here is gonna believe that you're just Steve the guy. If you go around being excited because a taco's got heat, and a taco always has heat, I'm concerned that you're going to say, when I was a skeleton, I couldn't feel this, and then we're all screwed.
So what you're saying, Marlene, is that now that I've been given this sense of wonderment and true enjoyment of the world around me that I previously lacked,
Push it down.
I have to just fight that as hard as I can.
Just push it down. I need you to find a little box. And every time that you feel that joy, I need you to push that joy into that box. Never let it out. It'll be Steve's box. Okay.
Steve's joy box.
Steve's joy box. And then,
If you need a lock, I've got a bunch of them.
Craig's got great locks. No keys though.
No, keys are hard.
They're made of metal.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of keys, but they don't match anything.
Do you have any skeleton? Oh, nope. No.
Sorry, it was reactionary to bring Susie out when you almost said that. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'll put her away.
This will be effective training.
Okay.
My joy box will be full in no time.
Well, if it isn't my favorite group of non-pure beings whom I have come to tolerate mostly, and we have a new friend. Excellent. Ooh, it's much better than that old skeleton one.
Hi, Artie. This
Hello?
is
Hey,
Steve
Artie.
the guy.
Steve
Yeah.
the guy. Excellent.
Yes.
Well, I see he's not a skeleton, which already an improvement on our old friend, even though he was our friend. Just
Hi.
mechanically.
He was, yes.
Just
I
mechanically.
am
Yes.
meeting you for the first time. And thank you for wearing a name tag so that I can see that you are Mr. Olgulgulgulk, the formless, purest of all beings.
Now you see, that's how you properly respect the formless. Thank you, Steve the guy. It is a pleasure to meet you, and I respect you. Oh, I'm, not to be out of line here, but it's a significant upgrade from Steve the skeleton. Just saying.
Who?
Oh, it's Steve the skeleton. He used to work here. It was again very, very, very nice. Not a bit of flesh, not a bit of slime. He was the opposite. If you have a formless spectrum, like me up here on the top, being formless, he was the other end of that spectrum. I guess you could say the bottom, like the worst, like the lowest, like the least important.
Maybe not be that.
Physiologically, of course, he had a good.
Right.
Actually, I don't think he had a good heart. I don't think he had a heart at all. He had a good chutzpah. Anyway, Steve the guy, absolutely a pleasure to meet you. I'm down on level 75 myself right now. Whereabouts are you assigned, my good sir?
I'm applying.
Oh, you're applying. Oh, that's very exciting. What do you do? Tell me about yourself.
So far I've come to and I've been laying in this barracks.
He's got a taco.
I do. It is.
Remember?
Yep. It is one. That I can say.
Philosopher. I like that about you. Good. Well, my taco having friend, I very much look forward to seeing you in the dungeon.
What positions are open?
Well, let's see.
There's Steve's old position.
Yeah, I figured.
That's true.
I know, but I mean, if I'm applying all, I want to kind of survey my options. Maybe that's not what I want.
I mean, there's the wizard opening on level 57.
There's private.
You cast spells?
I don't think I've ever tried.
You could try.
No time like the present.
Yeah, here's a wand.
Yeah.
I got this off of a dead guy.
Oh wow.
Earlier today. See if it works.
All right.
Did you make sure it's not just a stick like last time?
I know the difference between a wand and a stick.
Well, now you do.
Now I do. Now I know the difference, and maybe I made a mistake the last time and I didn't know the difference, but I know the difference now between a wand and a stick. And it's not just the innate power of whoever's using it, except for that one person who was a freaking warlock and didn't need to use one in the first place, and they were just doing it for show, okay?
He was so sneaky. I appreciated that about him.
That hurt my head.
He wasn't sneaky enough to get past the spike trap, though.
Oh, no.
He
was a warlock. What did you expect?
Well, when I try to think of like what would be a spell, two things come to mind: the Happy Birthday song and Humana Requiet Hoi Hoi Hoi. That's all I got. That's the only thing. There's just those two things.
Greg, do you know what would happen if you cast that spell?
I mean, it could be a lot of different things. It could just like fizzle out and not do anything because everyone here is alive technically. It could also do a reverse thing where it kills all of us in a very painful way that makes us all into skeletons of some sort. Except for Artie. Artie would probably not turn into a skeleton. He'd probably turn into like a fruit roll up kind of thing, like a dried out slime.
That's delicious.
But it could also just do something like totally weird. Like it could just like make like a plate of muffins that smells like bananas or
grapes.
Or grapes, or the muffins might smell like thyme. Like the concept, not the herb.
That's what I'm going to apply for. This all sounds great.
You want to be a wizard?
So, I mean, I guess
I can try.
We have to see you cast a spell first, right?
Well, I was gonna, and you stopped me.
Scrag, you've got a spell book, don't you?
I
Show
do,
them your list of things.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a spell book. Yeah. Do you want to look at some spells?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This will be my first ever spell cast.
Okay, I'm going to recommend that you not start at in the last pages of the book, but maybe
I'm going to start at the very beginning.
Yeah. So the earlier pages. So like, how about this one? Expecto Tosto.
Hold on. I'm gonna just take this extra bed here. I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna hide behind it just in case. Okay.
All right. Let me focus. I got my wand.
Yeah.
I've
So
got
you
the
see,
spell book.
It's got a wand, a spell book, and you see that it has somatic components, right?
You know what? I'm just gonna feel it out. Either I got it or I don't.
Sure, that's how magic works.
I'm gonna take this pillow too, just in case.
I think I remember people like swooping their wand around. Tablet oaf contenteth. Tablet oaf contenteth.
Is he supposed to be turning that color? I've never cast like a mortal spell before. What is he doing?
Tablet oaf. Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
I think he's holding his breath.
Oh, you're not supposed to do
Tabble off
Not that long.
continents. Well, I don't know. I mean, you got to start somewhere, right?
Scrag.
Yeah?
Scrag. What happened to Scrag? What did you do to Scrag? I tolerated him the most.
I'm right here. Can you not see me?
What?
What do you mean right here?
I'm right where I was. Okay, now I'm over here.
Oh, I can't. Okay, wave your arms. Just wave your arms.
Okay, I'm waving my arms. Can you see my arms?
Where's Scrag?
Well.
Wait. I'm gonna follow your voice. I'm gonna see if I can.
So I can see him, but you can't. Interesting. I take no joy in this.
So I'm talking. I'm talking.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to follow you, Scrag.
That's all right. Yeah, it's just my tail. We don't really have many nerve endings in those.
Oh, okay, that's good. All right. Yeah, no, you're invisible to us.
I'm invisible?
Well, not to Steve.
No, I can see you fine.
Steve, can you make me not invisible? It's very concerning to me.
Good job,
yeah,
Stephen
I think
the
I can
guy.
try all. So that spell was in really big text at the top of the page, and then it's got a whole lot of little ones listed below it. So I'll move on to the next one. That probably undoes the spell that I just did.
That would follow logically, yes.
Foray ward. Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
There's a little I in front of it. Foray ward. Foray ward.
Oh, that's like 4 times the wrong one and then the right one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't understand. Artie,
I don't know
is he?
So I feel a little bit different. I feel kind of like maybe I'm immune to fire right now.
Try to set him on fire. See what happens.
Okay, hold on. Look, okay, I got a torch, and I think, Craig, I need you to speak so I can follow the sound of your voice, so I can set you on fire.
I can just come to the torch. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, I'll just hold it out then.
Okay.
Introduction.
Yeah. It's not doing anything.
It just sounds like you're stammering.
That's so weird.
Flip a couple pages in. Go to the more difficult spells. See what happens.
Let me just go down the list.
I mean, technically, invisibility is a higher level spell, so I don't know why I'm invisible. When he was in the front of the book.
Well,
Steve, are you reading? You're reading the table of contents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the next one says page 1, the basics.
All right. How do you undo a table of contents spell?
That's wild that made you invisible.
You know what I could do? I could just cut the book in half, right? That means it won't work anymore?
That's usually not a way to do it, but we could try.
That's not how books work at all, in any capacity.
I mean, most spells have a fixed duration. I'm sure that like in a few minutes it'll just wear off.
Or maybe we need to break Steve's concentration. Maybe it's one of those things.
Maybe. Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe it's placebo magic.
Like, I'm only invisible because I think I'm invisible?
Which is why I can see you.
I guess that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to feel like I'm not invisible. I don't think I'm invisible.
Oh, where'd you go?
God damn it.
Okay, wrong direction. I think I'm invisible. I am definitely invisible.
Oh, hey.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I'm really excited about becoming a wizard.
I'm not.
Oh, dear.
Ding.
Oh, man.
Holy shit. Dave's suggestion, and I was like, maybe it's this, followed by John's like the most incredulous, like, yeah, maybe I just think I'm invisible.
I just love the church like, no, I definitely think I'm invisible. I think I'm invisible.
Yeah, and that somehow makes it worse. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Steve is back. Or no, Steve is now there.
Steve the guy.
Steve the guy.
Steve the
Just
guy.
a guy. Don't know who he is. Just the guy.
Just Steve the guy.
You know, Steve.
Fucking Steve, you know.
Will he get the position he applies for? Will he keep the helmet? Will Marlene have more success splitting this spell book in two as opposed to the previous attempt? What's Artie's new deal?
He's on level 75, don't you know?
Will Scrag regret bringing Steve back? Find out the answer to these questions and more next time on The Plot Thickens.
Oh my God.
Thanks ever so much.
That's
Goodbye.
Good night, folks.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, an improv comedy podcast. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you really enjoyed the show, support us at patreon.com/timewastepod, or go to wastingallthetime.com.